Namaste. So this is again the TA for campus. Again, I think it's so beautiful. I joined NCST in '87. There was this KBCS conference, KBCS project was going on, and that was the one which created a lot of AI awareness and activities in India. And one of the uh, activities there was to run an international conference on AI, and not surprisingly, it was called the KBCS conference. It started, I think, in '98 was the first one, and so various nodal centers actually took care of organizing this event. And another 4, 5, 6 years later, the project actually wound up. And then the question was, what should we do with this conference series? And Dr. Ramani, who was director of NCST at that time, came up with this idea that without project funding, running these kind of events on a large scale in 5-star hotels with a nice auditorium and halls and all that is not going to be visible. Okay, so we should find a way to run this in a very affordable way, but without compromising the quality anywhere. Okay, so that was the seed of a different model of creating this conference. So we said, first of all, we will run the conference in our premises, NCST premises at Juhu. There was a lecture theatre which could accommodate about 100 people, and we had a canteen. And the staff strength was not very high at that time, so we could afford to serve conference audience, once in a year or something. And not many parallel sessions, because we don't have that many. We didn't have classrooms and all that to run this session. So just 1 or 2 sessions is all that we could do. And everything else, and food would also be our canteen food, maybe little polished or something. And NCST canteen food that time was very popular, because it was very hygienic and very good healthy food. And so the two major expense factor, one, the venue was decided, and also the food was decided. The rest of it also went through some amount of rationalization in the process. So, but the core parts of it, that there was a international program committee, papers would come by post or by email, and they will go through a thorough refereeing process, at least to 2 to 3 international referees, some Indian and some international. And this referee, based on that referee reports only, we will select the papers for the presentation in the conference, preparation of the conference proceedings. And we were very proud that we had the best quality conference proceedings. So we would format the the papers that is coming in, and with table of contents index, and get a probably publisher to actually publish it. Okay, and there is not much of cost involved. We have to buy back maybe something like 100 proceedings or something at that time. So and all the arrangements and the other thing that we said was, all activities we will be doing in house. So from sending out the call for papers to processing the papers, the reviews coming in, identifying the reviewers, and getting the camera ready, creating the schedule, and all of that pre-conference. And during the conference, the venue arrangement, session scheduling, getting session chairs, and publishing the proceedings itself, formatting, typesetting, multiple rounds of proofreading, all of that was done in-house. And I was the program chair for a couple of years after Dr. Ramani and all that had left. So I mean, it was a very interesting experience, because the whole center would actually come together, spending days and nights trying to take care of all these, and the arrangements